Oh yeah, it's a new year on the ranch, and Randy's doing just fine. He's got some family in town, making fun of his vehicle decisions, but what can you do? Just because he's got a fancy new truck doesn't mean the work stops. You know he's gonna get some work done. Are you silly, bud? This is episode 122 of Elk Mountain. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here, and well, we're back at it in a new year. It's January 1st. We had a great December, and well, you might see a new vehicle around, a few actually. But you know, my father came into town. He came for a little visit for the holidays, and well, he's a Mopar guy. He brought his Dodge out, and you know, some toys. You know, he's pretty well off. He's got a pretty big farm up in Canada that he's been running for several. Well, he's taken it over for a couple generations, but he's doing pretty good. So he came down. He's got some goodies for me, but yeah, it's been a good time, good holiday, and you know, all around we're looking good. Come on, open it up for me. There we go. Well, this is yeah, this is our new beauty. We bought ourselves a little gift from little help from our father. You know, he's like he said, he saw our fleet and was like, hey, you know what? You're building it up. Let's do you right. So he you know, he chipped in. I was already kind of thinking about it, but you know, he bought all the extras for me, and really we just got it decked out. So we got a nice new Ford F450 now. Dually should be good to rock around the ranch. So you know what? Let's try it out. Why not? We got a little goosenecky on there, but she's sounding good. She's looking good. There we go. And you know, we might want to just close this guy up. Just, you know, why not, right? There we go. Keep her looking fresh. It's a nice day out here. It really is. It's, you know, nice little blanket of snow. It's not snowing, but it's nice out, you know. It's a new year. So we're going to go deal with probably all of our animals, and then take a peek at what else is on the agenda. I know there is a bunch of logs that have been, you know, cut down and are kind of ready for sale. So that is possibly something that we could, not even sale, just processing, really. But yeah, that's definitely something on the agenda. We could go load all those guys up. That would be great. And go check it out up there. I know it's obviously going to be covered in snow, but I've heard they've done a lot of stuff up there since we were there last, so that should be awesome. Hop in this guy. I guess we were using him for towing around the water. Not the end of the world, if she can do it. It's a little bit heavy for it, but I mean, it does the job just fine. And we should be able to squeeze in nice and tight with this all-whizzle steering. Oh my gosh, except it's slippery. I did not account for the slippage. There we go. Alright. Wonderful. Pulled through. There we go. And we'll get their friends tied up as well. Looks like our mix is nice and topped off pretty much already, so that is awesome. So we should have plenty to go around for all of our cows. So that is just dandy. We'll probably think about even selling some pretty soon. I know some of our beef cows are getting pretty up there in age, and I mean, they're looking pretty good health-wise. So we're just gonna squeak out a little bit better of an angle here. And then, yeah, we'll continue on, get them all topped up. Our water is good, so we'll probably want to get that straw rolling, which it looks like we probably can do once we make our way over to our other shed, because it's just parked over there. Alright, they took a fair bit as well, so that's pretty decent. I'll take it. But, of course, lots more to be made. And, yeah, we'll get it dumped off. We should be good. There we go. Oh, all right. Probably throw a couple more bags of mineral feed while we're at it. All right, they're looking pretty good there. Manure is piling up nicely as well. I'd love to see that. I almost want to back this guy up just a little bit, just to give it some more space. But there, I'm sure that'll be fine. Don't want to block the entrance too much. Alright, we're looking good there. And we'll roll through here. Definitely want to get some straw in there. It's pretty darn chilly out, that is for sure. There we go. Wonderful. These guys don't take too much in this scheme of things. Looking good, and of course the rest will go out to these gentlemen, and we should be good. Alright, we'll let that fill up with whatever it has left over, and then it can keep on trucking. And yeah, we'll just spread a little bit of straw. I think these guys are mostly full, so it should just be our other cow shed there. But hey, while I'm talking, you know, if it sounds a little bit different, I am testing out a new microphone setup today, so if it does sound a little bit off or different, that could be why. But yeah, let me know if it is horrendous or something like that in a comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. I do read all the comments. I'm so busy. I get you know, I honestly just forget to respond half the time. I read them, scroll through them, post, and you know, I'm out of there and trying to get everything done. So. Sorry if I haven't gotten to your comment just yet, but it's been read and it's on my mind. But I will get to them soon. But for now, we'll drop off the rest of our straw here. And the snow is actually starting to come down again. So, I mean, that might not be ideal if we're trying to get a lot done. But, I mean, I guess there's already snow on the ground. So, it's going to be a tricky situation either way. Alright, we're looking good there. Here you go. These guys probably need a fair bit. Still going! Surprisingly, those guys actually took a lot of straw. The rest of the bale that was in there, and then another full bale after that. So, I mean, not a bad thing, I suppose. Just surprising, really. So, I think we'll just drop this guy off here and get it loaded up with a couple more bales. I'm not too concerned about leaving it outside. I know it's snowing, but I mean it'll be fine. We'll grab another two here. I suppose at some point we can probably start knocking off our top ones there, but we're looking pretty good. You know, this is coming in handy, and we still have a lot of straw left over, which is kind of nice to see. But it just goes to show you how many bales we go through. 'Cause this was I mean, not full, but I mean, fairly full not too long ago, you know what I mean? Boom. Warshaw. I don't know what that noise was. We were getting a little fancy with that one flying up in the air. There we go. Keep her straight. Drop her down. Oh, yeah. Like a glove. We're not making that turn. Jeez, this snow just makes life hectic. So, I mean, if you're not a fan, I'm sorry. I like the snow, but I mean, sometimes it can be a pain. And before we run away too far, I think we'll probably deal with our chickens as well. Just make sure all of our animals really are good. So we'll give our chickens some feed here. I'm pretty sure this guy's topped up. That's why the cover is on there. Just a quick double check, and we're good. And then, of course, our sheep as well, just on the other side of the ranch there. We'll go give them some water, and they'll be fine. What is that over there? Our windrower. Right. I think that, at some point, needs to get brought up to the other farm. So, that'll get done. And then we did have our snowplow there, but I'm not sure if we're going to need it. You know, we're not really doing too much around the yard besides just dealing with our animals here. And for the most part, they're pretty good. Oh, I'm tipping the wrong way. Oops. Well, the first coop did not take that much. However, these guys are much lower, so they're probably going to take the rest of the trailer, I would imagine. I don't think they'll take too much of another load, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to get it filled up, topped up, and brought over. That way we just really need to tip it in whenever they do need some more. Oh, look at that. They did not actually take all of it. So there you go. That's kind of surprising as well, because they were pretty low, but good to know. Staying on top of those guys. And yeah, it doesn't hurt to just, I guess, leave it where it was over here. You know, unless we need to move some grain over to the flour mill, we're usually pretty good with just leaving this trailer here. So we'll dump off another load of wheat. Just do that, and we should be good. Oh, I should have dropped the forks down. That's a hazard. But yeah. If we're going over there, oh my gosh, this is why we didn't bring it last time. You know, I think we can get it switched to a different type of hitch. I think we do have the attachment for it somewhere in the shop, but obviously we need a tractor to get it there, so what can you do? It'll, I wasn't even going to bring it all the way over there. I was just going to bring it to the other side of the farm. That way it's kind of ready to go when we don't forget about it. Right, well, suppose, why not, just use this guy to get them topped up, you know what I'm saying? Right, we need some more bales over here, so that is kind of a problem if we don't have any more, because we're not going to be cutting grass for a little while. That means we're not going to be making hay for a little while. Suppose we could use a trailer and just bring over a bunch from our silo if we kind of wanted to. We want to just make sure this is, you know, where it needs to be. Well, this thing is just ripping and slipping in the snow here. Backing it up slowly. Alright, wonderful. Right? Right? Whoa. Alright, that counterweight just sending it back. Oh my gosh, we're playing ping pong over here. I just noticed that there's a pole right here. I'm standing in it. Alright, well, it is still snowing, yet the snow just melted away, so I guess that makes our lives a little bit easier, to be honest with you. I'm glad we didn't start plowing, so there you go. We're just going to go check on our shoppies. Truck yard's looking good. I often honestly forget that's even there. You know, it is what it is, though. Alright. Oh my gosh. It's just snowy. We'll pull in here. Alright, I think we're going to close up shop for now. Because, it's no one's gonna be buying some bikes in a Honda Civic while it's crazy snowy out. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, man. All right, well, I mean, hey, I guess now good a time as ever to get going up to the hills and go pack some wood, especially if the snow has dissipated for now. This is kind of our window. Wish I was up there maybe a little bit earlier, even kind of kicking myself for sleeping in just a little bit today, but man, what can you do, right? It's the holidays. We got family in town, you know what I mean? Alright, well this is exciting. We have made it. Yeah, I don't know if the guys are here, but they've just been working away, and I mean, gosh, this place is looking very different. There was not grass up in here last time. That's awesome. They must have been planting away, but yeah, it looks like they're all set up. That's amazing. We only have the one truck up here, but I mean, that's not a huge deal, I suppose. Jeez. They've been really working at it. Leveling and stuff out. Looks good. I think, you know what? Let's see if we can just go up here. It's not too crazy now that it's just grass, but give her a peek. Wow. This is nice. Definitely not the same as it was when we were getting rid of all those trees. That's awesome. They've been just changing the landscape a bit, moving some earth, and looks like, you know, uncovering some rock, and I don't know, looks good. Definitely a nice big mountainous area now, but still cold as ever, so I'm gonna go back to the truck. Oh, that's better. Nice and cozy warm. Alright, well, wow, nice and flat up here now. Oh my god, babe, I spoke too soon. Can you get down here? Kind of, not really. You know what? I think we'll just scoot down the rock. Doesn't look too bad. There we go. Oh, this is looking good. Look at this view. Amazing. You're kind of, it's almost like tucked in a little privately. You can see the tower way over there. It's just way yonder the distance. Alright, well, I guess this is maybe a better way in. It's a little sketchy, though. Bank to the outside. Alright, well, kind of scary driving around up here now, honestly. Almost need to put in like a little service road, I guess. That's kind of what this middle sector is for. I don't know. It's still pretty steep. Oh, man. Alright, we're good. Okay, I think we'll just pop in here next to the truck and shut her down. Looking good, bud. I guess we can turn off those ones, too. There we go. Alright, well, here's the Big Daddy. It's been a minute since we've hopped in this guy, but I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. We were starting to get the hang of it last time we were using them, so, you know, we'll see how it goes this time. Alright, well, she's fired up. Just gotta do a little, you know, just a little check. Make sure everything's operational, you know what I mean? Can't just be sending it in big machinery right away. You gotta do your safety checks, alright. I think we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Alright, alright. Well, enough, OSHA. But come on. Get out of here, Randy. That's not what you're here for. You're supposed to do it dirty. Alright, well, let's get to it then, shall we? Well, I'd say that's a pretty successful load, if you ask me. You know, went pretty well. No, no crazy hiccups or anything like that. So I will take it. We're gonna hop in Big Brown here, and we'll bring her on down. Probably to the one on the ranch there. Honestly, we could probably think about even shutting down our second carpentry sawmill that we did open up. You know, we're doing pretty good. Oh, we got some logs that are a little close to the truck, which is not great. Kind of wish I had a headache rack on this big boy, but I mean, I think it'll be Alright, we just gotta do our best to not take corners too sharp, and I think we should be alright. But, yeah, you know, all in all, we're looking pretty good. Our pallet warehouse, those guys are amazingly artisanal, handcrafting, just absolute beasts with the wood, and you know, they pump out furniture for us pretty rapidly, honestly, as well as you know, a good amount of pallets as well. So you know, that being said, yeah, we probably could think about shutting down our other carpentry if we wanted to, but I think we're doing just fine. You know, we're not really too stretched for money or anything like that. It's just that they don't really get too much wood over there, because these guys just blow through most of it, and the rest of it goes to our other sawmill and makes planks and stuff like that. So I don't know, stuff to kind of consider, you know. Maybe jump the gun with that, similar to our bale shelter over there. Alright, we can make this. You got this. Wonderful. Thankfully, it's not too far of a trip for us to rip over here and drop all these guys off and head back up there for another load. And we did seem like we loaded it up at a fairly decent pace, so that's awesome. The snow, obviously, coming down, but it's not too crazy wild. It's not sticking to the ground anymore, so that's awesome. Alright. What up, OJ? Might need to move you a little bit, sir. Just so we can squeak by the corner a bit better. Alright, we're going to try and squeeze in here. That should be pretty good. We'll unstrap them as well, that way they fall. And hopefully you can take them all. Can we squeeze through there? Yo! Come on. Attaboy, Randall. Alright, we got it all dropped off. A solid 70,000, roughly, liters of wood. Oh gosh, I forgot about that fence there. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, sturdy fence, honestly. I mean, we were hitting the brakes, but still, sturdy fence. You know, it's some, goes to show you how good their furniture is, you know? Same guys. Well, I mean, the snow's not on the ground, but it's sure slippery. That's for sure. Sliding around a little bit, it's easy to forget. But, hey, away she goes. Away she goes. We're going to make our way back up over here. And we should have time for another load. Look at that. We're just sending it. The trailer is empty, and it's flying around. All right, we've caught up to our friend. We figured, hey, you know what? If we're busting out the truck and we're not turning it on for nothing, let's get it up there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Little tail flick to clear the log. Now our friend will not be like, hey, there's a log. We can't get by. I'm like, well, log, what do you mean? It's gone. Sick moves, bruh. Bruv. All right, well, we did load it up pretty well last time. I am considering leaving the truck on there, but at the same time, all it takes is one mistake, man. And Big Brown is down, so I think we'll probably not do that, but we're going to try out this little area they've made for us to kind of scoot around through. Gosh, it is slippery. All right. We want to give ourselves probably a little bit more space than that with the trailer, but and see, now that's too much space. Oh my gosh, Randy, you're all over the bird bed. Alright, we'll just back it up right about here. That should be almost, come on. Look at that slippage. I mean, we're on a little bit of a hill. Can't blame that all on the snow rans, but still. Alright, something like this. We're just trying to square it up pretty much with the logs the best we can, you know. And we can throw Big Brown right there. And our friend, probably you'd think, should be up here any moment, you know what I mean? Hey! Since he's here, we may as well just get him in the area, ready-ish to go. And I think we can probably just leave him right here. Why not? And then we can pull him around after this one gets loaded up, and maybe we can do a little 2v1 action up in our... but yeah, it's about 3 o'clock in the day. Probably a little bit later now that we're up here. It was about a little bit after 3, honestly, when we left. But yeah, we'll get her done. Alright, well, we don't really have any working lights over here other than what's on the vehicles, but that's alright. We got another load ready to rock here. And we have about one more trailer worth of lumber to load up. So that's not too bad. But with the sun and the day kind of winding down, and the fact that it's winter, it's only going to get colder out today. So, you know, we probably will just get the rest of this done in the morning. You know, we have our trailer up here for a reason. We may as well use it, you know. Hop in the truck. Oh, that's nice. I mean, the excavator there does have a little bit of heating, but it's still a big metal box. This thing is a little bit more insulated, so that's a bit better. Oh, I got shivers, tingles, goosebumps. Ugh. All right, well, we're looking good, but yeah, we'll just we'll spend the night in the trailer here, and then in the morning we can hop back in and get rolling on the rest of that lumber. So that's pretty good. It's not too much to get done, and then yeah, we'll be, you know, probably well, we'll be in a good spot. I mean, we're kind of ripping through through January here. Well, there you go. We got a new truck. We got some stuff loaded up. Animals dealt with. It's a new year. You know, we got some family in town. So we're going to hop in the trailer here and get a bit warmer. But, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. You have a good one. And I'm Dirty Randy. We'll see you in the next one, all right? All right. Bye-bye. I said bye-bye.